Out of all the announced entries thus far, this is by far the best one. The staging and choreography can be described as very physical and fluid, which fits well with the song's theme of fear and anxiety. Likewise, the song is a great example of how the lead melody can be used to create tension, which is important for evoking emotion. Even if the chord progression consists of only normal triads, your ear will sort of perceive the melody as an extension. If we were to play the melody notes also, it would sound like this. In the verse, the melody creates an F minor 11 chord if combined with the accompanying chord. Then an A flat 9 chord in the second measure, and E flat 6 in the third. The melody adds a lot of interesting color and harmony, especially right before the chorus, where the added arpeggiated F minor creates a B flat minor 9, then B flat minor 11, and D flat major 13. The significance of the costume, which can be described as covering up one's true emotions with facade, fits perfectly, and the choreography is well timed in many parts of the act.
I love you, I love you, I love you.
This is what you get when good effort is put into a song's mood, theme, musical composition, and staging all equally. I expect this to do very well in May. Remember early last decade when EDM with a build-up and aggressive electronic drop was in? Latvia brings it back this year. The verse utilizes what's called pedal point, a sustained bass note which is usually the root. This makes the harmony static and uniform. The melody consists of ostinato phrases, moving stepwise diatonically, and is therefore predictable. The unchanging notes in the melody allow for interesting reharmonizations. Here's an example of a more interesting chord progression it could use, with the bass moving chromatically downward opposite of the melody. If a song doesn't have well-made melodies or harmonies, it should have something else going for it. And it seems like Still Breathing attempts to showcase vocals using high, long notes and intense instrumentals, but fails at impressing with either. The studio version is overcompressed to make it as loud as possible, and as a result, it loses dynamic range, which would give it the kind of impact it needs. Samanta hits the notes, but she sounds strained and unnatural, with broken English as well. The lyrics are meaningless jumble and clearly not written by anyone competent in English, and little to no effort was made to fit the emphases in the melody with the right syllables, as in nothing to regret, never looking back. Staging is as bare bones as it gets. This entry is bad all around. No matter what changes Latvia makes, you cannot polish a turd. Italy will send a piano ballad to Eurovision. There is an interesting modal interchange. The minor plagal cadence, this bittersweet C to C minor to G flat, creates a sense of loneliness, and it's an effective emotional tool. A well-known example is Beautiful. Another beautiful chord change is right here, where the relative minor chord, E flat minor, arrives at the major root, G flat, passing through F in the bass. This ascending part evokes a feeling of hope, of victory against all odds. What makes the chorus interesting is modal ambiguity. Since it contains both the major and minor root chords of the key, the chorus could both be in G flat and E flat minor if taken out of context. This makes the audience attentive and actively listening. This song has tensions where it needs without going overboard. They are carefully placed at the build-ups. A song needs enough tension to sound interesting, but you have to strike a balance, and this entry does it well for a simple piano ballad.